name's Terry Clark, and I'm a certified fitness trainer. And today, I want to talk to you about fat loss, more specifically, three approaches that can help you to lose fat. Okay, so fat loss is one of those things that a lot of people are passionate about. There's a lot of information going on, a lot of information out there about fat loss. The process has really been made more complicated than it really is. And fat loss is such a important issue for many people because fat affects the way you look, it affects how healthy you feel, and your social life as well. Okay, so there's a serious need for folks to get their weight under control and to lose some fat. Now, when we're talking about fat loss, really what we're talking about is belly fat, because there's fat all over your body. There's fat on your arms, fat in your chest, okay, fat in your face, fat on your neck, okay. There's also fat in your legs and butt, okay. So some of that fat is actually good fat, okay. Most people want to keep a little fat in their butt because they want a round, plump butt. Nobody wants a flat butt, okay. So that's a place where we don't really mind having fat. The problem with fat is one of the first places we put on fat is in the stomach, and one of the last places we take off of fat is in the stomach area. In fact, it's possible for you to lose fat, but lose the fat in your face, or lose the fat in your neck, or lose the fat, in your legs or your chest, okay, before you actually start losing any fat in your stomach, okay. And that is what has discouraged a lot of people, okay. Okay, so the number three best approach for fat loss is to eat later in the day, okay. So that approach is called intermittent fasting, okay. And the way it works is your body has two sources of energy, which are fat and food. As long as there's food in your body is not going to burn fat. It's not going to burn fat anywhere on your body or your stomach, okay. So your body will only burn fat when there's no food, okay. Intermittent fasting is effective because when you go to bed at night, you've got about 8 hours where your body's not eating any food, so it's going to start tapping into your fat reserves, okay. Then if you wake up in the morning, your body is still burning fat. Let's say you decide to skip breakfast and eat at lunch, okay. So your body is going to continue to burn fat all the way until lunchtime. Then once you eat, then your body will switch from burning fat for energy to burning food for energy. Okay, the second best strategy to lose fat is going to be to eat less food. Okay, so, and we call that a calorie deficit. Okay, so by eating less food, that means your body has to now burn more fat for energy. Okay, so if you have a resting metabolic rate of 2,000 calories, and if you eat 1,500 calories of food, then your body's going to have to pick up that other 500 calories from fat. One approach to burn belly fat is don't eat. Okay, so when you don't eat, and the longer you don't eat, that is the more fat your body is going to use for energy. Okay, that last approach is called fasting. Okay, so we have three approaches. We have intermittent fasting, we have a calorie deficit, and we have fasting. Okay, just remember, as long as you're eating food, as long as there's food in your body is not going to burn fat. It will burn food for energy. When there's no food to eat and process and burn for energy, then your body will burn fat. Okay, so it's just that simple. Okay, there are some foods that are very addictive, like processed foods and sugary foods, or foods with a lot of salt in them. Those foods are going to increase your appetite and make you want to eat more. The human body should be able to go 7 days without food. Okay, so the thing you need to ask yourself is, why is it that you can't go a half a day without food? Or why is it that you cannot go an entire day without food? Okay, I think if you stop and look at your diet and the foods that you're eating, you're gonna realize that the foods that you're eating are processed, okay, foods with added sugar in them and a lot of chemicals, and those foods are very addictive and are controlling your appetite and giving you cravings and making you feel like you can't go without food. So once you start getting off of those foods, you're going to be able to stop eating, eat less, and just sometimes not eat at all. Okay, I hope this video was beneficial. If you like this video, go ahead and click that subscribe button, and I'll see you again.